Welcome to Strength and Bloom with me, Kirsty. This is Fit in 20, session number 31. This is normally live, but today it's pre-recorded and premiered for you so that you can keep it in at your regular time. If you are in your 40s plus and you like at-home workouts, then you have found the right channel for you. Please check out my channel for a load of standalone workouts as well as series that you can do if you are in your 40s, 50s, 60s plus, all designed specifically for women in perimenopause, postmenopause, and anything in between. So please make sure that you do check those out. We are starting this session today with a short warm-up. We're gonna have the main part of the session and then we'll have a cool down. I'm carrying a little bit of a wrist injury at the moment, so I'm gonna be using some super duper light weights for demo purposes. You please make sure you use the weights that are challenging for you, that are gonna give you a really good burn into those muscles. Mine are literally just for demonstration, so please don't just do exactly what I'm doing. Just follow the movements, but just know that I'm just using demo weights for today. We're gonna get going in just a second, but before we do, I just wanted to say a big hello, welcome, and thank you so much to the newest members of the channel. We've got Pamela V, Laurie M, and we've got Rebecca B as well. So thank you so much for joining the channel. Your support means a whole lot to me and means that I can carry on making great content just like this. So let's get going today. The first thing we're gonna do is just some really simple air squats. So just starting off with the squat, pushing that bottom back, keeping those heels pushed into the floor, chest open, core engaged, and just working through your range as you go. So working through a few squats, just working on developing that range a little more with every single squat. Well done. Good job. Amazing. From here, we're gonna step back in, step back. So from here, we're just starting into a step back, and then we're gonna start to drop down a little more and work a bit more into a reverse lunge. So with each one, I'm just going a little bit further down, okay? You work to your level. So your level on this reverse lunge is gonna be individual. You may be able to go all the way down for a full reverse lunge, or you may be staying here with your step back. Whatever it is, we're just warming up through that reverse movement, okay? There is no judgment on your range, whatever that range may be. Well done. Bring it back into center, and we're gonna come out to the side. Hand on the opposite side comes into the inside of the foot or the inside of the leg on the other side. So tap across, tap across, tap across. Body weight is pushed back, okay, all the time. When we're working through our lateral movement like this, we're warming up through the inner and outer thigh. Good, also warming up into the arms. Keep pushed into your heels. Well done. And take a little rest. Okay, the format for the session today, which we're gonna get straight into in just a second, is we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 blocks. All of them have just 2 exercises in them, but each one has a unilateral, so it's got a left side then a right side. We're gonna do each exercise for 40 seconds with 20 seconds rest. And I'm gonna show you our first exercise. So you're gonna take your weight, a weight that feels heavy to you. You're gonna bring your toes out, and we're gonna sit into a squat, pulse, and stand. Are you with me now? Squat, pulse, and stand. Really important here, these squats, that you are pushing that bottom back, exactly like we did in the warm-up, holding onto that weight, keeping the weight away from your body. Okay, so you're not making it part of your body weight, you're keeping it away from the body and up. Now, if I was doing this with some regular weights, I'd go for something fairly heavy. I'd probably start with something around my medium weight, which for me is a 5 kilo. And then I'd aim to go up in the second round. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. Okay, put the weight down. We're gonna go into a body weight exercise next. One side, then the other. I'm gonna bring my right leg back behind me, arms up ahead, and we're gonna do a staggered crunch. So just looking in for a sec, knee comes in, arms come down, crunch, crunch, crunch. Are you ready? Let's do this. So crunching in, really getting some nice movement here. You can use momentum, but keep that foot of your supporting leg really pushed into the floor. Okay, the toes, the ball of your foot and the heel all really firmly grounded into your mat. Okay, really push down. Keep crunching, find your rhythm. Well done, keep that balance. If you're finding this tricky with the balance, you can always hold on to something with one hand and you're crunching in with the other arm. 3, 2, 1, take a little rest, walk it off. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side, okay? So exactly the same thing on the other side, and you may find that that supporting leg is the one that was feeling the burn more than the active leg. That's really normal. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. So if you need to hold on to the back of the chair with one hand, the back of the sofa, kitchen work surface, whatever it is, you do you. Make sure that you are being true to yourself, okay, not trying to jump ahead, okay, and risk injuring yourself, maybe risk not being able to manage for the full amount of time, or likewise, not challenging yourself enough. So there's a fine line in making sure you're working at the right level, and that's up to you. So you have to find that level, explore, take a little rest, well done. And that's a really good way of finding out where you should be working, okay? Let's take your weight again. We're gonna go back and do that goblet squat pulse. This time, we're gonna sit into the pulse the whole time. So toes are facing out, working into the inner thigh here. 3, 2, 1, down and stay. So this makes it more intense. So you don't have to go up in weight here if you don't want to, because the intensity is in the movement, the fact that we're pulsing now. Okay, good. So this session is all about building strength, burning calories, all at the same time, okay, metabolic conditioning. So we're working on building up lean muscle, which is hungry for energy, so that you get a good calorie burn in the long term, but also a little bit in the short term as well, getting that heart and lungs fired up. 2, 1, amazing work. Back into that staggered crunch. Well done. So just really thinking here about spending this 20 minutes with me, spending it well, really working into why you're working out with me today. Let's go. For your health, for your well-being. Maybe you've got some weight loss goals. Maybe you've got some strength goals. Maybe you need to move because it makes you feel better mentally. It boosts your energy. Whatever it is for you, keep those goals front and center, because when things get hard, that kind of motivation just deserts you. So if you can remember why you're working out, it's a lot easier to keep going, keep being consistent. Take a little rest, well done. Awesome work. We're gonna change sides and then we're gonna go into our second block of exercises, which will be a lateral block, so sideways movement. Are we ready to get going? Into position so we can start as soon as that clock ticks over. 2, 1, let's go. Let's make every second count here. So important that we're not wasting time. If we're only working for 40 seconds, we're not wasting a couple of seconds getting into it and then stopping early, because then you're only working for about 35 seconds. Okay, so really working from the beginning all the way to the end. Just dig deep, work hard, and you will be rewarded. Good job. 3, 2, 1, amazing work, really well done. Okay, let's work into our lateral lunge next. Take your weight, just one weight. You're gonna hold it end on, like so. You're gonna bring your weight out to the side, pushing your weight behind, not going over the knee. So stepping out to the side, weight comes down, back into the center, overhead press. Let's go. Over and up. Let me show you from the side. Over and up. Take a note of where that weight is getting distributed behind me. Okay, remember, I am just using a demo weight here. Please use something that is challenging for you. Okay, you want to be able to feel it. You want to be able to feel it in those leg muscles, in the inner thigh. It's a little bit of a challenge to push overhead, but you can do it. Almost there. Take a rest. Well done. We are going to switch sides. Good job. Well done. So your heart should be beating. You should be feeling a little bit pink in the cheek. That's a sign that your cardiovascular system is working. That's really, really important in our stage of life. 2, 1, let's go on to the other side. Over and up. Good. Over and up. And we're using here a set of complex or compound exercises to really challenge the full body. Really making sure here that we're not just isolating 1 or 2 muscle groups. We're using movements that are highly functional, which means they've got a high crossover into day-to-day life. Okay, so these are the kind of movements you'll be using. So they'll reinforce the strength that you'll need to live your life, which is really important. Take a little rest. Well done. Okay, pick up your other weight. These should be some light-ish weights. So if I was not using demo weights, I'd be using my 3 kilos, which is what I use for my lighter work. Lateral raise. So if you do a lateral raise with me usually, you should know which weights you normally use. We're gonna raise to the side and step back. Raise to the side and step back. You with me now? Let's go. A tiny little bend into the elbow here, or arms straight. Good. Stepping back, and we've already warmed up this movement here, this step back movement, so that should be no problem for the legs. Arms here should feel a little tired. Little bend in the elbow there is really going to help you out here. Working into those shoulders here. Ears in line with shoulders to make sure that you're not pushing your head out, okay? And keep that jaw nice and relaxed. If you keep your jaw nice and relaxed, it means you're not going to be adding any extra tension in through the neck. Take a little rest. Well done. Hold on to 1 weight, just the 1. Back to those lateral lunges with the overhead press. 10 seconds left. So get yourself into position. I always like to get into position and rest in position, so I know that as soon as we're ready to go, we can do it. Let's go. Pushing up overhead, back down, across, in, and push. Amazing work. Good. Keep it going then. Well done. So really here, again, it's that complex movement. You've got 2 or 3 different exercises in here. It keeps your brain thinking. It keeps you young. Okay, that brain needs to be challenged as well as the body. So don't switch off and just follow along. Really concentrate. Take a little rest on exactly what you're doing each time. So really think about which muscles can I feel? What's working here? The legs going out. What's going on to get the leg out to here? Working through the inner thigh, the outer thigh. Working into the glutes, the core, the arms. Everything's working. Let's do this. Across and up. Good. Across and up. Amazing work. Brilliant. And there's no need to rush. What we want to be doing here is challenging your body whilst at the same time really thinking about what you're doing. And if you're rushing through and just using momentum, then you're sort of letting the weights take over, okay, which you don't want to do. You want to be in control of those weights rather than the weights being in control of you. It's your body, you're in charge. And take a rest. Fantastic work. Let's do that lateral raise with the step back 1 more time. Okay. Nice. Breath in through the nose. Real positive energy flooding through your system. Let go of any negativity that you have here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step it back. Good. Well done. So the arms are coming out to the side. And instead of the legs coming out to the side as well, we're just going to add that slight bit of coordination, that slight little bit of trickery for the brain, so you can't switch off, okay? Brain has to work. Using your brain in a different way than you're used to using it helps to keep it young. Good. Adding that complexity helps with your brain function, keeps you sharp, okay? And we all want to keep sharp. 2, 1, take a little rest. Amazing. Weights go away for a moment. We're going to get down onto the mat for our next exercise. If you are not usually a mat exerciser, then you can work onto a raised surface or onto a wall. Just imagine that the mat here is also a wall or a raised surface. Bottom leg is bent. If you're standing up, then of course you have both feet flat on the floor. Onto a forearm here. Arm up overhead, hips come up, knee to elbow, back down. Hips up, knee to elbow and back down. Up and out. So really working into the core here. Also the arm and leg that are working. The shoulder that is supporting. Good job, well done. Up, get that hip up off the floor if you can. Brilliant work. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Onto your back here. If you're standing here, you're going to do a standing bicycle crunch. If you're not standing, you're on the mat with me. Elbows are flat onto the floor on both sides to start. Fingertips up to temples and knees are bent. We're going to take the opposite knee to the opposite elbow. One elbow stays on the floor at all times. Let's do this. Good job. Keep that tension out of the neck. Keep the jaw nice and loose. Okay, so this is your lying bicycle crunch. If you are standing, then you're going to just do exactly the same standing bicycle crunch, but instead of lying on the floor, you're standing up. Okay, so really nice and easy to be able to adapt this exercise for the 2 different levels. If you're on the floor, keep one elbow on the mat at all times. Good. And keep that chin up. Well done. 2, 1, amazing. We're going to switch over onto the other side of your side plank here. So bottom leg's bent, foot faces the back wall there. We're going to bring the hips up. We're going to crunch exactly as we did before. 5 seconds to go. And let's do this. So up, in, out, down. Up, in, out, down. Good. Keep it going. Up. Well done. Breathing all the time, making sure that you're not holding your breath, you're not increasing that pressure through your abdominal cavity, okay? That is not the way forward. Please make sure you're pushing that breath out of your mouth. Keep it going, well done. Keep an eye on that clock behind me. Well done, take a rest. We're gonna go through that circuit again, which means we're gonna go straight back over onto the first side. Then we're gonna do that bicycle and then we're gonna come back onto the side that we've just done. Okay, so just swivel over, change of ends as we get going. 3, 2, 1, hips come up and crunch in, down, up, crunch, down. Now you can adjust this, you can adapt it, you can add a weight in, you can take the crunch out altogether, you can just do a hip dip if you prefer. It's totally up to you how you want to adapt and make this workout work for you, okay? Because it's not gonna work for everybody. There are not gonna be exercises that work for 100% of people 100% of the time. It's just not gonna happen, okay? We're all different. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. Some of us are carrying injuries. Take a little rest, well done. So if that's the case, don't give up and think, well, I can't do that. Adapt it, see if you can change something, okay? Take the complexity out of the exercise, shorten a lever, so shorten the arms and the legs to see if that makes a difference, and try again. And if you're having real trouble, don't forget to leave me a comment, let's go, and let me know, and I will see what I can do, because quite often I'll be able to suggest an adaptation for you based on what it is that you're finding to be really, really tricky. So just let me know if you're having trouble. That's exactly what I'm here for. I'm a qualified personal trainer and fitness instructor. I know what I'm doing. I've worked with hundreds of women and some men, okay? Not just women. I've worked with everybody. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done, okay. We're gonna spin round onto the other side. Just take a second if you need it. Take that minute if you need it. Okay, well done. Almost there. So we're gonna finish off with this exercise, then we just have one more exercise that we're gonna do twice as a little sneaky finisher. Are you ready? Let's go. Hips up, crunch it in, and down. So if you've made it this far in this workout and you haven't already burst into flames because you're so hot, okay, then just keep going. You can do this. You can break any exercise down into its component parts. You can break it down into chunks of time. So if you're finding an exercise really, really tough, break it down into 10-second blocks, okay? Because you can do something for 10 seconds. And you can. I believe in you. I know you can. Okay, so just do what's right for you to get through the workout and for you to work hard. Take a rest. Well done. Let's get ourselves back up to our feet then. Okay, take your time. You can see how much time you have on the clock. If you need to pause, then you can. Our final exercise, we're gonna do this twice, is what I call squat to floor. So we're gonna start with our feet together. You're gonna step out and drop through the middle, come back in, step out and drop into the other side, or jump it through, okay? Totally up to you which way you want to do this, whether you want to jump or you want to step. If you're a high impact exerciser, maybe you're a runner, okay? You're used to a little impact, do the jump, okay? Do the jump. It's gonna be so good for your bones. If you are low impact exerciser, give me a little stamp. Give me a little stamp on each side. Just add that little bit of extra resistance just to shock those bones, okay? The bones need a little bit of stress. So just give us a little stamp here. 2, 1, take a rest, 20 seconds off, and we're gonna go again, all right? If you haven't yet seen my workout, I've released a 10-minute, really easy, really quick, 10-minute workout for osteoporosis prevention. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And that features all sorts of different movements, different ways to move, but a lot of stomping, okay? Just to signal to your brain and your bones that you've got a little impact in there to stimulate that bone growth. Because once we get past a certain age, the estrogen that was signaling, okay, to the bones to build, build, build is no longer there, or not as much anyway. So we have to signal in a different way, and we can do that by adding a little stomp. If you haven't seen that video, pop back into the feed and see if you can find it. It was one of the latest ones, so it should be in that playlist. And take a rest. Well done. Really, really good work. Let's work into a side stretch here. Just to stretch out through our midsection. Feet nice and wide apart here, toes facing forwards. Stretch out over to the side. Breathing through. Well done. Whew. Okay. So I'm going to be back here on Friday, hopefully live. I've had a couple of things crop up, which means that I haven't been able to do the live sessions at the live time, but you haven't gone without. I'm not going to leave you without. One more on the first side. Okay, so you stick with me and I'll stick with you, and let's keep working out together. Last one here. Good job. Well done. Final little thing we're going to do is a forwards fold here. So toes facing forwards, feet around shoulder width apart, and you're just going to fold down. Little soft knee if you'd like to, just a little stretch through those hammies at the back there, little straight legs or bent, up to you, and just distribute over from side to side. Breathing through, and let's roll up. Roll those shoulders, Give me a little turn of the head, chin over the shoulder on one side and the other. Give yourself a great big hug and say, well done you on getting this session done today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed the session today. If you are interested in supporting the channel more directly, you can become a member of the channel. Just click join, have a little look at all the exclusive perks that you can get. Otherwise, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, let people know about the channel. YouTube needs to see new people, so let everybody know about the channel. And then I will be able to continue to offer loads and loads of workouts. And just keep commenting, let me know how you're getting on. I love to hear, I love to cheerlead, and also it gives me some really good ideas for more sessions that might benefit you as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you to the members, and I will see you at the very next one. Take care. Bye.